Yes, students. Yes, students. In previous class, we discussed about the differentiation. No? Yes. What is the use of differentiation in physics? See, students, whenever we are having some quantities which are changing continuously in continuous manner, then at that in that case, if you want to find that physical quantity value at one particular instant of time, then you can use the differentiation concept. Okay? Yes. Students, in previous class, I have given you a formula for differentiation. dy by dx indicates how a variable, how a function y is changing with a variable x. Differentiation of y is a function, and how it is changing with a variable x. This we need to find. So the formula for this is limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. Yes, this is the formula. So what should happen? Delta x value should approach to 0, but it should not be 0. In that case, whatever the differentiation value you get, that will be called as differentiation of y with respect to x. Okay? Students, let us suppose we are having one value. Let us suppose we are having one y is a function of x like this. Y is equal to x square. Like this one function is here. Then what you will get dy by dx? What will be the value of dy by dx? Now my question is find dy by dx. How y is changing with respect to x? You want? Yes, Tarun, good. You are giving 2x. Yes, good. If you know the formula, yes, it is very good. Otherwise, once you see the proof, you will get clear idea. Na? Okay? And the proof we will not use always. Just you remember the formula. Okay? Yes, I am going with the proof now. So, when y is the function of x, y is equal to x square. Now, let us suppose x value, x is a variable. Now, x value is changing by a small amount, let us suppose. X value is changing by a small amount, delta x. Then what will happen to y value? Delta y. When it will happen? When x value is changing to x plus delta x. Okay? Na? Yes. Now, let us substitute these values here in this. You will get now limit. You want dy by dx. Dy by dx can be written as f of x plus delta x. That is x plus delta x whole square minus y value f of x. That is nothing but f of x is nothing but y na. Are you getting? Yes. Y is nothing but x square divided by x. Let us apply limits. Delta x tends to 0. This is dy by dx. Now, x plus delta x whole square, it is in the form of a plus b whole square. You can write it as a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Anything. Okay? Yes. What you will get it as limit delta x tends to 0. This I am getting. So square plus delta x whole square plus 2x delta x. Did you understand what I have done? Whole square formula minus divided by delta x divided by delta x. Now plus x square minus x square cancel. You will get dy by dx like this. Limit delta x tends to 0. What you are having? Delta x whole square plus 2x delta x divided by delta x. Now, delta x tends to 0. Delta x common you what will be having? We will be having delta x plus 2x. In denominator again delta x is there. Did you understand this? Meghna, I will try. because board is not sufficient, that's why I'm writing small letters. I think so it is clearly visible. Yes, for me, when I am seeing on this screen, it is clearly visible to me. Yes, I'll try to increase the size, letter size. Okay. Delta x cancel. Now you are having limit delta x tends to 0. Delta x plus 2x. Now what you need to do, Nana? Wherever delta x is there, you need to keep 0 value. Yes. So you will get delta x is 0. So 0 plus 2x means you got 2x. What is this 2x? This dy by dx. So if you are having any function which is y is equal to x square, then dy by dx value you will get it as 2x. Yes, one student something whose name is Tarun given a correct answer. Good number. Some students are asking to explain once again. So students, this explanation is not at all required. You require only the formula. Yes, one more time I will explain. Imagine here we are having y as a function of x like this. Y is equal to x square. Now y values are depending upon x square. Okay. Now when x value is changing a small amount delta x, then y value will become y plus delta y is equal to x plus delta x whole square. Now I want dy by dx. That is this is the formula. Y f of x plus dx means when x value is changing, what is the function? X plus dx whole square minus f of x, that is nothing but y, that is nothing but x square divided by delta x. Means just in formula I have substituted. After that, a plus b whole square format, a square plus b square plus 2ab minus x square plus x square minus x square cancel. You are having this value now. Now from these two, I am taking delta x common. Here one delta x is there, plus from this delta x if you take common, you get 2x. Now this delta x cancel. You are having limit delta x tends to 0, delta x plus 2x. Now delta x value is going to be 0. Then what is the remaining value? 2x. That means if y is equal to x square, then differentiation of y with respect to x is nothing but 2x. Okay, here you should get one idea. See students, whenever you are having y is equal to x square, then you are getting dy by dx as this power if you multiply with x and the power if you reduce by 1. You get 2 into x power 1, that is nothing but 2x. So this is how you need to remember. Or one general formula I will give you. General formula. Okay. Same as it is, we will proceed. Okay. Now, students, let us suppose I am having a function y as like this, x power n. Now I want dy by dx. I want dy by dx. Now let us find dy by dx. It is getting a now. Now I am having a function y is equal to x power n. Now its differentiation I want. Okay, na? Yes. So dy by dx is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. Means wherever function is there, there you substitute one more extra quantity delta x. Yes. So limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x means this value increased by delta x. You will get x plus delta x whole power n minus f of x, that is nothing but s. This is f of x. This is nothing but x power n divided by delta x. Did you got? Okay. Now what to do here? See students, I want the answer. So for that, I am going with one perfect procedure. So from this, you take x common. What you will get? You check x plus I am getting 1 plus delta x by x into x whole power n. Can we write this one?
From these two, I am taking x common. Here 1 will be remaining. Plus here divide with x. Again multiply x into 1. X plus x cancel into x whole power n. Yes, perfect. Minus x power n divided by delta x. Can we write like this? Yes, definitely. Means it will become limit delta x tends to 0, ab whole power n can be written as a power n b power n 1 plus delta x by x whole power n minus x power n divided by delta x. Is this step understood? Okay? Yes. So x power n 1 plus delta x by x whole power n minus x power n divided by delta x. I have written. Now from these two terms, take x power n common again. Again take x power n. You will get limit delta x tends to 0. X power n take common. You will get here this factor will be there. 1 plus delta x by x whole power n minus here x power n is taken common. You will get 1 bracket close divided by delta x. Okay na? Now means now you will get limit delta x tends to 0, x power n is there. Now see Nana, it is 1 plus something whole power n. Means you can apply binomial expansion. Binomial theorem I have explained, no? 1 plus x whole power n can be written as 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial into x cube. Like that we can keep, we can write. Clear? Are you getting, students? Okay, let us apply this theorem, binomial theorem. This theorem let us apply. There you will get 1 plus nx means n into x value delta x by x. See recorded video now. If your board is not clear, you see recorded video. Okay, in this format I am applying 1 plus n into delta x by x plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial into delta x by x whole square plus and so on up to infinity minus 1. You will get this divided by delta x also is there. Students, I told you one thing. When x value is very small, see 1 plus x whole power n, it can be written as 1 plus nx. When x value is very small than 1. See here I have written delta x by x. Delta x is small value divided with a big value x. You will get very small value. Means it is very small. Delta x by x is very small. Means you can neglect this higher order terms. Yes, you can neglect this higher order terms. Yes, simply neglect it. Means you will get minus 1 here. Is it clear? If you neglect higher order terms, because delta x by x is very small value due to that reason. Yes, so you'll get plus 1 minus 1 cancel. Okay na? And here you are having limit delta x tends to 0, x power n into delta x by x divided by delta x. This delta x cancel. Yes, so you will get n x power n, denominator x is there, x power minus 1 means you will get n into x power n minus 1. This is dy by dx. Yes, the formula. This is very similar to what we have done for x square. Yes, see students, yes, I'll write here for x square, when y is equal to x square, you got dy by dx as 2x. What we have done? We have multiplied with its power and its power got reduced by 1. Same thing. When y is equal to x power n, what we need to do? We need to multiply with this power and the power should decrease by 1. Yes. Multiply with power and power should decrease by 1. This is the formula, general formula. You must remember this. Okay, na? Yes, students. Now I will give you some standard formula for differentiation. Let us use them. Okay, let us remember that all formulas. Yes, first one is if y is equal to x power n, then dy by x power n, you will get n into x power n minus 1. Means simply you can write this one. D by dx of x power n can be written as n into x power n minus 1. If I say example d by dx of x power 8, answer what? You can write 8 into x power 8 minus 1. That is nothing but 8 into x power 7. Whatever the power is there, the power you multiply with that term and again the power you should reduce by 1. You will get the answer. Okay, na? Okay. Now, some students they will ask you, sir. Sometimes we may have like this. Yes. Very important value. These are also important. However, d by dx of 1 by x value what? D by dx of 1 by x value what? Yes, you can write it as like this. D by dx of x power minus 1. 1 by x is x power minus 1. No. No, log x is wrong. You will get minus 1 is there, no? It is similar to this. Power what? Minus 1 into reduced by 1. N minus 1. N is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Means you will get minus x power minus 2. That is minus 1 by x square. Very important value. Okay, d by dx of 1 by x value is minus 1 by x square. Remember, sometimes students you may have like this, d by dx of root x, how much, sir? Then answer, yes. Again you can write it as d by dx of root x can be written as x power 1 by 2. Correct. Now 1 by 2 is n. Now your n is 1 by 2. Compare this one with this. What do you write? Multiply with the power and the power should reduce by 1. Means you will get 1 by 2 x power 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus 1 by 2. Means 1 by 2 into 1 by minus 1 by 2. Send it down. It will become plus 1 by 2. Means it will become 1 by 2. X power 1 by 2 is root x. Yes. Differentiation of root x value is 1 by 2 root x. Remember this. It will save your time. Differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Differentiation of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. Any doubt in this, students? Okay. Now one more important one. Now, whenever you are doing the differentiation, a constant term you are doing. Here C stands for constant, let us suppose. Whenever you are taking the differentiation of a constant term, always you will get 0. Here C is equal to constant. Then differentiation of constant is 0 always. Remember this. Very important. Okay. Let us suppose fifth one I am giving. Let us suppose we need to differentiate x only. Fifth one, d by dx of x. What is the value? What is d by dx of x? Students, what is n value here? 1. 1 into x power 1 minus 1 means 1 into x power 0. X anything power 0 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Yes, it is 1. Remember this. If you differentiate any quantity with respect to same quantity, always you will get 1. Always you will get 1. You need to remember it. If you want to differentiate any quantity, it may be x, it may be y, it may be z, anything, but you should differentiate it with respect to same thing. Then you will get 1. Clear, students? Okay. Yes. Next. Now, let us suppose we are having a quantity like this. Let us suppose we are having d by dx of some constant into x. Let us suppose like this we are having. Then what to do? Students, whenever you are having a constant quantity in differentiation, you should take it out of the differentiation. Yes. C is a constant, you take it outside, and d by dx of x means you will get C into 1 is nothing but C. Means you will get exactly that constant only. But if you differentiate a constant term, you will get 0. But if the constant is multiplied with one variable, that is with x only, then you will get C. Remember. Sir, if I do C into x square, then what you will get? Yes. See, students, if you are doing differentiation of some constant into something x square, then what you need to do? First, take constant outside of the differentiation. So C into d by dx of x square is 2x, you know. Means it is 2cx is the value. Okay? Clear? I hope you are understanding. Yes, good. Now, let us take something, for example, a function is summation of two variables. Then what to do? See, students, let us suppose we are having, let us suppose like this, d by dx of two variables are there, u and v. Then what to do, sir? Simply, you can write like this, du by dx plus dv by dx. Separately, you can differentiate and you can add them. This differentiation can be splitted like this. Means, for example, see students, for example, if you are having like this, if you want to differentiate a function like this, x square plus 2x, then what you will get? What you need to do? You need to write like this. You consider x square as u and 2x as v. You will get d by dx of x square plus d by dx of 2x. That's it. Good, Tarun. Now, as you know, d by dx of x square is 2x plus d by dx of 2x. S2 is a constant. 2 we will write outside and d by dx of x is 1. S2 into 1 is 2. Otherwise, I'll write d by dx of x. So you will get 2x plus 2. Yes, this will be the answer. Good, Tarun. Following. Got it, students? So whenever you are having a function is a summation of two variables. then you can split the differentiation like this. Okay. Yes. Now, let us take one more. Let us suppose, students, imagine you are having a function like this. D by dx of uv means a function is a product of two variables. U and v are two variables, let us suppose. Then what you will get? Here, whenever you are doing one product differentiation, remember students, it is important. First quantity you consider it as constant. Second quantity, let us take the differentiation. Means if you consider this is constant, you should take it outside. Means you will get u into dv by dx. But actually u is not a constant, u is a variable aside. Now again, second time v you consider constant. Then v into du by dx and add both. That's it. I hope you understand clearly. Whenever a function is a product of two variables, and if you want to take the differentiation of that, what to do? First, you consider any one quantity as a constant, take differentiation, and next time consider second variable as a constant, take the differentiation, and add both of them. You will get the answer. For suppose students, with this method, I'll give you one example. For example, students, if you want to find d by dx of x power 7, d by dx of x power 7 you want to find, what you will get, Mana? Yes, you will get 7 into x power 6. You will get no? 7x power 6 you will get. Okay. Same thing we will do with this method. Okay? Yes. See, I am doing this one like this. D by dx of x power 3 into x power 4. Can we write? Now two variables. X power 3 is one variable, x power 4 is one variable. Again, because both the bases are equal, power should be added. X power 3 plus 4 is 7. Yes, perfect. Now you consider same uv. X power 3 you consider u, x power 4 you consider v. Apply. What you will get? U constant x power 3 into d by dx of v is x power 4 plus v constant x power 4 into d by dx of u is x power 3. Now take the differentiation. X power 3 into d by dx of x power 4 is 4 into x power 3. Clear, students? Yes. Plus x power 4 into d by dx of x cube is 3 into x square. Now you will get 4 x power 6 plus 3 x power 6. 4 x power 6 plus 3 x power 6. X power 6 is same, take common, you will get 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 x power 6. Yes, perfect result. Yes, many times we will use this. You need to remember. Many times we will use in physics this formula. Means whenever you are having a function as product of two variables, and if you want to take the differentiation of that, what you need to do? First, one variable you consider it as constant. Take the differentiation of second variable. Then second variable you consider it as constant. Take the differentiation of first variable. Then add both of them. Yes, exactly what I have done here. You will get the same answer. Okay, students? You must remember this formula, very important. Okay. Now, sometimes you will have a function as division of two variables. Yes, sometimes you will have a function as division of two variables. Then what to do? Yes, let us suppose you are having like this d by dx of u divided by v. Then what you will get the answer? Yes, students, I am giving you the exactly formula I am giving you. Let us apply it with one example. Okay. Yes. So formula for this is V first denominator into numerator differentiation with respect to x minus numerator into denominator differentiation divided by the denominator square. This is the formula. Okay. So whenever you are having a function as division of two variables, then means u by v, then v du by dx minus u dv by dx divided by v square. This is the formula you must remember. It is also useful for you in physics. Let us suppose, let us take with one example. Let us suppose we want d by dx of x cube. What you will get answer? 3x square you will get the answer. You know this. Okay, na? You remember this one. Now let us do with this method. Okay. Now this x cube I want. That I am writing x power 4 divided by x square. Can we write in any format you can write? I am writing this one. No, x power 4 divided by x. You will get x cube again. Yes, I know this. D by dx of x cube is 3x square. I know. This is x cube only, no? Yes. Now x is v, x power 4 is u. Substitute v is nothing but x. D by dx of u is nothing but x power 4 minus u is x power 4 into dv by dx, dx by dx, d by dx of v divided by v square, that is x square. Yes, what you will get? You check. X d by dx of x power 4 is 4x cube minus x power 4 into 1. Okay, na? Divided by x square. Yes, what you will get? See, Nana? 4x power 4. 4x power 4 minus x power 4 divided by x square. 4x power 4 minus x square is 3x power 4 divided by x square. X square square cancel. You will get 3x square. Yes, exactly the same result. Do you understand this one? So whenever you are having a function as division of two variables, what is the formula for that? What you need to remember? Denominator into differentiation of numerator minus numerator into differentiation of denominator whole divided by denominator square. If you are having a function as a variable of two variables, product of two variables as a function, then first variable you consider is constant, second variable differentiation, plus second variable consider it as constant, first variable differentiation. Yes, like this we need to do. Clear, students? So today whatever the formulas we have discussed, I think so these are all very clear for you. Okay, na? Yes, students. Remaining still so many formulas are there. Trigonometric formula, some logarithmic formulas are there with the differentiation. We will discuss the all formulas in next classes. Okay, na? And today I will send you some problems on this topic to solve. First formulas I will send in WhatsApp group, and some problems also I will send you. You solve them. Okay, na? Yes. This is for today's class. Bye.